Giggity.
Hey everyone, I'm back. Alright, let's do this. So Cable, what tier are we doing now? Oh, you're not in division anymore.
Oh, well, why don't you send me an invite? How about that?
I did.
Oh, okay. Don't see it here.
What the? That's weird. So I'm in a division. There we go.
You almost derped.
I almost derped.
Alright, you know what? You're gonna have to redo your screenshot because you're playing your fucking. You don't have to play Cleveland again, but I want to play 6.
I want to play Cleveland again. I won't be able to play tier 6 after this.
And you had a good game your last game.
Yeah, I did.
Can you hear the TV in the background, by the way, here?
I did before, I don't now.
Alright, cool.
How's my audio doing, by the way? I started the stream back up, so...
It's okay.
Okay, good. Obviously that's a concern after the chipmunk crap earlier.
Yeah. Well, too, the other thing I'm concerned with is, like, I'm playing, like, Star Trek something in the background and we'll get a copyright strike for, you know.
Yeah, I'd be concerned about that. I don't think it would be an issue if I can't, like, make it out to what it is, but you never know.
Right, if there's talking over it, like what I'm doing right now, and you can kind of hear in the background, it's not a big deal. But if you're just, like, hearing it, then, yeah.
If it's intentional, then I'm done, you know? Then I'm screwed.
Even if it's not intentional, because, like, the other day I was playing, and there was some music in the background, and this was on Twitch, and it said that it turned the audio off because of the music. And the music wasn't even on this PC, it was like on my radio, like a radio station or whatever. So, yeah, you gotta really be careful with what you're doing. So yeah, if you're not talking over it and like it gotta cut out constantly or something, yeah. I guess if you're streaming it, they don't get their copyright fees, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I believe if a video is monetized and you break the copyright laws, they give any copyright stuff to the people whose copyright rights were violated, I think.
Whatever, I'm not a big fan of copyright laws the way they are.
I don't think it's proportional, the amount of damage that you're doing compared to the amount of damage they do to somebody by catching them.
It's not just it right there. And I'll give you an example.
It's also the fair use stuff, so what you think is fair use just crosses a threshold and then they could sue you for $250,000 is a bit excessive.
Yeah, there's that as well. Plus, I mean, like, here's an outrageous example of, you know, big business exploitation. Disney, okay? And Mickey Mouse. They keep renewing the copyright on Mickey Mouse constantly. And it's an ironic thing. And they're so uppity about, like, owning stories and shit. Yet, if you look at the foundation of Disney, probably 75% of it is built on old folklore stories and shit. Like Hansel and Gretel, fucking, you know, Little Red Riding Hood, Cinderella. These are all stories that were in the commons, that were all, you know, fair use. They were in the commons. Everybody could make a play or a song or whatever about it, right? Because, you know, it's a free piece of literature. And now they own it. They've gone and taken these fucking things, and I think that's just a despicable thing. People don't even understand that.
Yeah, I mean, I never followed it before, so I had no idea.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse. They keep renewing the thing on it like every. Oh wow, Deepwater Torps, yay!
Yeah, at least they can't hit you. Boat Cleveland point blank.
Hit him with a torp. Oh. Wah, wah. Off to a great start. That's what I got there.
I was hoping this guy would turn. He did. Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna poke my little bum out here.
I still think he's probably gonna turn at some point, so I'm gonna keep APD loaded.
I got an ass load of them, like, right here, man, but they're all up in their smoke. Okay, I got 2 sets on the Arizona. I'm spinning around. I'm gonna drop a set on the Warspite here. He's turning hard. He's giving a lot of side boob action, that Warspite. Alright, gonna go wide. Alright, the Arizona. Oh. Good job, SS.
Wow, I can't
Rampage,
shit.
whatever the hell his name is.
I'm not hitting anything today.
You had a good game.
I did in the first game.
Yeah. Well, we are bottom tier too, so we're not quite, but we're not top at least.
Well, it depends. A lot of times it's a good opportunity to do damage when you're the bottom tier because they're not focusing you, and you know your guns are still lethal, especially if you catch fires.
Okay, where the frick is that one DD? I think he's over by A. I'm gonna go for this Algier. He's giving me a bit of the only angle I can work with here.
Alright. I'm shooting at General MacArthur.
Oh, more spikes. No. There's the DD.
Well, I'm not going to be doing so hot now. That could have been worse.
Alright, that was a waste of torps. Yeah, you gotta run.
Yeah, I know. I just have an island to run around.
It might be a good thing.
Them missing would be a good thing.
Alright, I'm gonna come up in the mid here. Until the DDs are down.
I'm glad those two battleships are in front of me now. I'm gonna try to come a little closer and back them up.
By mighty at one. Yes.
Nice. I'll try to get him on fire. Did he flood?
Yep.
Good. Then maybe I can get him on fire. Fire.
We got torps on the Gdansk. Yep, he's done, man. Done.
Good job. Alright, let's pick on the
10 seconds till start drop on Arizona.
for now. The Arizona's my target now. Although I don't think he's gonna appreciate me just picking him off. He's probably gonna end me right now. Yeah, it's gonna hurt a lot. And I'm dead.
C'est la vie. Oh, watch me, my torps. Fish kid. Why play the Fubuki so much? No, come on, just one? Oh, that's robbery. That is robbery. Robbery, I tell you, it's robbery.
Rubbery.
Yeah, he's pretty hurting. I prematurely smokulated here.
Alright, so as soon as this ship is dead, this game is over.
Oh, we might even cap before that.
It's possible, but he's charging towards the Colorado, so it's also possible he just dies.
Yeah, he's going on the other side of the island.
Yeah.
Can't shoot torques because of fucking goofball Minakazi. Oh, no, I am not.
Oh, wow. Algier just got a kill. Jeez.
Yeah, 73,000.
101,000. Nice, you did second.
Top three, I'm okay. Anything other than that, no. So you did. Oh, you got fourth. That's okay. All right, eights. Let's do eights. Fuck sevens.
Okay, let me think. What 8 do I want to take? What 8 will I not fuck it up with?
Oh, come on.
I don't think you understand how rusty I am now.
Well, here's the thing too. A lot of the people have been playing ranked, which make their skills a little sharper, right now.
And I haven't been, so I'm kind of behind, if
a little
you will.
rusty.
Yeah.
Hey, you like being behind though. You like being the behind? I don't know. What is it? I don't know what it is. Is it that way? Just silence. That's all there is. Just silence. Silence of the lambs. Let's see what we got here.
In Soviet Russia, lamb silence you.
It's funny. here in town, we always have these little squabbles with like communists,
Mm-hmm.
like, and not like the Marxist communists, but like the I wear a Russian flag and think that like Lenin was a god Marxist or communist, and they're just funny. They're so cute.
I had one professor in college. His goal wasn't to actually say things he meant. His goal was to get other people to think.
Action stations.
And
that's
he was
always
actually
a good professor.
Yeah. But he always basically was like, "Yeah, I'm a communist," and I'm like, and he's like, "So prove me wrong." And we all did every time, but the whole point was to do that instead of, you know, just the regular.
See, this is where
communism
I would say,
bad.
This is where I would,
he wasn't actually a communist either. Just he wanted to get people thinking.
Yeah. See, this is where I would say the idea of communism, if you were able to make it work, sure. I mean, we're talking about what Star Trek is, right? And
yeah, but Star Trek
that we can go for? Yeah, sure. But you need to have certain preconditions set up, and even Marx in Capital talked about how you can't just jump from like a feudal fucking society right into a communist one. You actually kind of need the transition to capitalism. Unfortunately, some of its benefits in order for you to be able to do the fucking thing. So, but I mean, my biggest problem with these communists are they're generally authoritarian, whereas, you know, my crew rides with like the anti-authoritarian sort of aspect, right?
I think we'd all be in agreement though. Communism, in theory, can work as an authoritarian system.
Yeah,
it cannot work as a libertarian system because you couldn't enforce the whole ideal.
What, freedom? You can't enforce freedom? So no, you're wrong. I think having anything authoritarian is bound for failure.
No, what I'm saying though is with communism, if you don't enforce the fact that everyone...
You don't need to. You wouldn't need to though.
I'm not supporting, say, the Soviet Union or any other regime that's tried. I'm just saying that they have a better chance than somebody who's libertarian communist would.
Yeah, well, that's
because then you basically give people the ability to...
I would be classified as a libertarian socialist, which is an anarchist, and that's because and that's where we would fall, bottom left on the political spectrum. Whereas the communists would fall top of the
Right, but all I'm saying though is that basically your system would never work to enforce communism because, I'm sorry, you wouldn't be able to do communism because people would basically need direction, and the heavy-handedness in communism is what caused the Soviet Union to be successful, at least in the short term, with their communism.
No.
Now, that being said,
it was
still
for about 2 weeks. So
successful for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was a true socialist state for about 2 weeks, and then it wasn't.
And then this guy named Stalin came in and said, "I'm purging all you motherfuckers."
Well, that's part of it too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, anyways, we're gonna get into that part, but like, the true meaning is that the people control the means of production, which means like, you know, I work at a restaurant or some factory or something like that. Well, now what you do is you get rid of all the bosses, and you, as employees, run the business and share in the profits, and that's the workers. And in a capitalist system, that's an anarchist way of, you know, operating. So you are still able to control the means of your own production. So people taking over factories, for example, and and then being able to sell the goods and stuff and run it. And that's done in a lot of South American countries, and it's been done in France too.
Although one of the things I've always wondered, so you call yourself an anarchist, but you're talking about structure and process and everything else that is not normally associated with anarchy.
Yeah. So you always in anarchy means, if you look it up, like there's a bunch of different definitions, and in the political way, it means a horizontal democracy. It means participatory, direct action, horizontal democracy, where everybody is contributing and everybody gets a say, if they want, in what happens in the world.
Okay.
Particularly more so with like what they're doing with their lives and their bodies and their work and their labor and all that sort of shit. So, and a lot of that stuff comes out of Marxist ideas, but there was a big split between Marxist or I don't know, traditional communists
I'm
and
way
anarchists
too
back in like the
overextended
Second
shit.
Paris Commune or whatever.
Hey,
So,
do you have smoke?
or Second International.
Do you have smoke? I'm really stupid, and it's gonna bite me in the ass.
Where are you, man? Oh my god.
I'm where I'm stupid.
Oh, you just, okay, I'm running at you. I'm running at
Thank
you.
you.
It's because we're just sitting there talking up here.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. I'm gonna launch Torx into the smoke. Coming right at you. Pop it now in case you want to do a deep turn. Come across the front. Would that be called your bow?
Yeah, I think.
There you go, drive
Not
up
I
into
think,
that
I
shit.
know.
Come on.
Yep.
Watch
coming
out,
forward.
that DD's still there.
Yep. Hydro up. All right.
Yeah, I'm circling back around with spot torps for you if they're coming in.
I've got my hydro up, but I could definitely use the eyes.
Roger. Me and the other DD here are actually going for him.
Yeah, if you go for the DD, I can. He's within
Help out.
7.5k of me because he just detected me for a second.
Okay.
So
He's in
he's
the
there.
cab still, so there he is.
Here he is. Guns on him. Zumo is one ugly shot. Shows back up, dies. Good. Alright. Turns out this is a good place to stay.
Uh-oh. Gonna flush your hair.
Come back towards me. Kite him back this way. shit, I overshot my smoke. Come on, back up, back up. Ah. Detective. Ugh.
Come on, man. That's a Benson versus Fletcher. It shouldn't be both equal amount of defense, too. I got more smoke for you, buddy, if you want it.
Yes. My smoke expired in 38 seconds. I'd love more smoke.
Look at that. See the timing? Look at that. That's like love, almost. Alright, I'm at your 8 o'clock coming up.
Alright.
Cross in front of you. Popping now.
So, what we were saying before, the Soviet Union was, quote-unquote, successful for about a day. Okay, a few weeks.
2 weeks.
So...
Noam Chomsky even says that the Soviet Union was successful for like 2 weeks. Not even. That was a joke.
There's nothing they could have done to be more successful, is there?
Yeah, they weren't ready. They weren't ready to transition into the system that they wanted because they couldn't even fucking feed themselves to begin with. So, you know, they always had a lot of difficulties, so they had even more problem. You know, more advanced nations, and the fact of the matter is that, like, even when the Cold War was going on, there were more socialist governments in the West, like Germany.
There were, and Spain had socialist guerrillas attempting to, you know...
Yeah, you know, I'm just talking about politics in general, though. So,
yeah.
You know.
Well, that is
and everybody says China's this big communist country. Well, you know that really they don't have healthcare and stuff, and really what healthcare you get. And,
you're tied to an area, yeah. It's a very authoritarian, yes, but not quite communism.
No,
it's
not
more like capitalism at gunpoint. It's probably the best way I could put it.
They do capitalism better than anybody, though.
We'll see about that. That remains to be seen.
Yeah, they're doing it. Fucking beating the
They're developing. They're developing still. It's a lot easier to grow when there's that much room for growth.
Smoke generator started.
It's not the same as oh shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I am detected by an Osashio.
Me too. Yeah.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
Alright, just give me a bit.
This is gonna hurt a lot.
If
I can kill this guy first, then I can go back invisible. But probably won't happen. Alright, I killed him. If you get a fire on something and get my damage to above 150k, then I can die. Then I got permission to die. Come on.
See what I'm doing here? Giving these guys my nose rather than going up and turning away and just fucking stop and back up.
Well, I've got a slight problem here. It's a Musashi problem. New Orleans is Fiji saying, nah, you don't have a Musashi problem, you have a Fiji problem. And I'm like, yeah, I probably do that too. Ow. Okay. 162k damage. Not bad for not paying attention. Now, if the Musashi hits my dang torps, we'll see if he does, but one can dream. Come on, hit your W key, buddy. No, he's not going to hit him. He's stopped. But despite all that, Cable, during the Cold War, the Soviet Union was arguably, at all times, possibly at one point even first most powerful in the world. Most of the time, second most powerful country in the world.
Attention. Reporting the target position.
Despite how fucked up they are, which is pretty incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. Some of that was overblown hype, though.
It might have been overblown hype, and I'm not saying it's not, but I am saying that even if it was, they still did have quite the military power.
Oh, yeah.
And despite me not being a fan of their ideology, their accomplishments in military technology and, say, the space race, everything else, are not to be laughed at either.
Nope, yeah. Well, there's some smart people that yeah. I only got one set of torpedoes. You're not watching me play. What's going on? You're gonna lose viewers.
Probably already dead.
No, they're still there.
Get your torps ready. Torps ready. I'm watching you when it counts. Get it. Get them. Come on. What are you waiting for? It's gonna kill you.
I only had one set of torps, man.
Well, looks like you're gonna get something. You're gonna get... What?
Still sinking.
Alright, well, it is 1:35 a.m. and I do
There you
have
go.
work in the morning.
There you go. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, yeah, I have to reset my router anyway, so you heading off?
Yeah, so tomorrow the Hornet comes out, but I do want to at least play a few games in the new Cleveland as well. So I hopefully will be playing some warships, but not a lot. I'm going to be doing a lot more in the Hornet, because FA-18 is shitload cooler than World of Warships.
Alright, I gotta reset my router. It's been a pleasure as always, sir.
Yep. I'll send you a video of the Hornet. You should see it. It's pretty cool.
Alright, toss me a message whenever.
Yep.
Talk to you later.
Alright, bye. This game is about over. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and I will probably be doing a little bit more Warships content in the future. I'll still play Command Modern Air and Naval Operations as well, and good chance I'll also be doing some streams at some point with DCS World with the new content coming out. Alright, it's been a pleasure. Have a good night.